Hello Aries, thank you so much for coming for this happiness reading. This reading is all about what makes you happy. Okay, there's so much always going on that sometimes, truly most of us don't know what really makes us happy. Okay, we think we know what, and we have all these ideas, but let's see what the spirits have revealed to us concerning your happiness. So first we're going to start with what you think makes you happy, my Aries. It's absolutely about leadership. When you're in charge, when you're the one making decisions, when you're the one ruling everything, when you're the one doing what you got to do, when you're the boss, that's when you feel that you are happy. Okay, so that's your idea of happiness. Now, I also went ahead to find out different elements, like I've already said. And what are you passionate about? It looks like it has to do with a lot of traveling, like you going on an adventure, okay? Finding that inspiration to start on something new. That is what, ignites your passion. That's what I'm seeing. As long as it's something new that you're starting out and you feel bubbly like a child, and it's like, oh, this is something that I've never done. So it's almost like adventure, journeying, traveling, starting something new, doing something that you don't know how it's going to start or end or whatever. That is what ignites your passion. That's what really, really fuels that passion within you. And it's very important because passion, amounts to our happiness. Everything that makes us happy, we'll have to be passionate about it. Okay, so that's why I pulled that, and I like that. It's interesting. It's so Aries, right? To me, it is. When you understand truly what Aries is about, you will get it. It's like it just clicks. It makes sense. Okay. I also asked about what will bring you absolute fulfillment. And look, it's all about you being on top of your game. Okay. Having that financial security, being that manager, being that boss, getting your promotions when it's time for you to get that promotion. See, you're sitting on top of that mountain. That's what you consider absolute fulfillment. Having your money, being the boss, ruling your life, being that overall person. Okay, the struggle of fighting to get up there in whatever position you are, to be able to be a leader, that's what really brings you fulfillment. It's so interesting how these reveal our characters in, according to the signs, right? I really was like, okay, this is so Aries. What do I say, right? Okay, so now I asked about what is your heart desire, because like I said, there are many elements to your happiness. Okay, your heart desire still lies in your personal choices, and I see that, if I were you, I would be doing a lot of hiking around mountains, because look, there's two mountains here. This is your heart desire, this is your fulfillment. Elements, when they are repeated, has to be looked into. So I'm saying that I feel like you going on hikes, you always reaching out for something that looks like it's unattainable, because that's a mountain, right? A mountain is something that's going to take a lot of energy, a lot of focus, a lot of determination, a lot of physical strength to get up there. So if you look at it metaphorically and even spiritually, the mountain is where you get clarity and higher connection to spirit. So when your heart desire is connected to your personal choice, it means that you are in charge of it, right? And your strengths, your wisdom, and how you imagine your life to be is what is really going to be the focus of your heart desire. So it's almost like it lies in you and what you want, so whereas other people may be like, okay, well, my heart desire depends on other people or a job or a craft or even a child or a husband or whatever. When it comes to you, my Aries, it's all about your personal choices. So the choices that you make is what your heart truly wants. So it is almost like you have to pay attention to what choices you're making, and it always has to be in alignment with what your heart wants, because that is truly where your heart lies. Okay, that is your heart desire. I also see that you have the magic here, which means, like I said, I see the spiritual connection here with the mountain that I've already said, but also this is also telling me about how you're wise. Okay, so your heart desire lies in when you actually are able to weave your life the way you want it through magic. Okay, and also, you know, being able to use that inner vision, right, and the psychic power, and also seeing that, you know, that magical component, right, the spiritual component is what I'm talking about. Magical component in all things that you do. You are able to foresee it. You are always above that. Those are the things that make your heart sing. That is your heart desire. When you are in charge of all of this and you're able to see through all this and, you know, rise above everything, because you can see from a higher space, right? Spiritually, you know, from a soul level, from, you know, galactic level, whatever level you want to see it, to the highest of highest. That's when you are in sync with your heart desires. So I really like this. Okay, I like what is going on with you. Okay, what brings you absolute peace of mind is self-love. Once again, when I was pulling the card, I was like, oh wow, okay, this is in so much alignment. I'm just tired of trying to pull in front of camera. I wish you guys could just see it. It saves me time. So, you know, you're just gonna have to trust me on this. These are the cards that came out for you. Self-love, that's what gives you peace of mind. Self-love could mean anything. It could mean from physically taking care of yourself, making sure that you are always comfortable, taking care of what you desire, want, passion. All this stuff is included in self-love. Okay, and not putting other people ahead of yourself, not overworking yourself. Look at her, she's pampering herself, you know, she's soothing herself. You know, I actually also see the ram there. I think the ram is your symbol. Isn't that interesting? Of course, it's interesting. It's always connected, right? When somebody is inspired to do these tarot cards, there are spiritual elements that come into play. And so this is, it's like almost like it belongs to the Aries when you look at it, to me. You know, the first house is all about your personality. That is how everybody see you, right? So you see the woman there, she's all naked, your true self. And then the elements of the ram and all that, it's all part of the first house. And so this is all about self-love here, my dears. Taking care of yourself, putting yourself first. Okay, what is going to bring you freedom is when you are studying, when you study, when you read, you do research, educate yourself. That helps you to gain more confidence and clarity about your career. These are the things that actually gives you freedom to do whatever it is that you want. It is true what they say, that sometimes you do need, it's not sometimes, most of the time, we all need some educational background. Anything that you're doing, if you don't learn about it, you can't be great at it. So when I'm talking about this sort of education, I'm not just talking about college degrees and basic education. I'm talking about you learning about whatever it is that you're into. This is how you gain your freedom. When you study about what you're into, when you practice it, all right, and put your keen attention and focus on it, that's when you gain freedom. So that is important for you to know. What has been stopping you and holding you back from happiness is all about control issue. When you're not in charge, you feel that you're not happy. This is, look, this is all Prince of Wands, Prince of this, and the Chariot. Look at how they are all pulling on the Chariot. They are all pulling on something. What is it? It's about control. You wanting to overextend yourself, you know, using your strong will, because actually this one came upside down, but I don't like reading upside down cards, but I can still look at it and just tell, right? So the Chariot upside down, to me, it's all about, you know, misusing your will, okay, your personal power, or not even using it at all, okay, when you're not strong enough. But then I want to read it as how I'm seeing it here. All these three cards that came out is all about power, wanting to be in charge. So, you know, extreme of leadership and trying to control everything and always be the one dictating. That is your issue. That's what stops you from being happy. It holds you back, right? And the solutions that the guides have for you is when you think in a balanced way, okay? When you think in a balanced way and you don't get, you know, confused about any decision making, that is part of your solution. But also it's like being balanced. To me, I see it like being balanced with other people, and that has to do with all this macho energy, you wanting to be in charge all the time. When I see the love as a solution in this situation, it's telling me about you balancing your energies out with other people, always learning how to blend in. It's not always one-sided, and you being balanced within yourself as well, knowing when you need to talk and when you need to always tell people what to do, and when you need to be passive and sit down somewhere and let somebody else take the seat, or you know what I mean. So that's how I'm seeing the solution here. And sometimes just letting go, not wanting to control everything so much, allowing the universe to take the wheel, right? Making certain sacrifices, letting go of your power sometimes is what you need. In this case, that's how I'm reading the Hangman here. Okay, so let go, and also having hope and trusting in the process that everything will come back to you, right? In everything that you do, those are your solutions to what is absolutely gonna, bring you happiness, from you being this control person. Okay, the overall advice, I pulled Ganesha's card, and he's talking about surrender, and once again it reminds me of the Hangman here. It's about you surrendering to life and being peaceful, not trying to be in charge. You trying to be in charge all the time somehow cuts everybody off, and also allows you to go against the grain and allow life, and not allowing life to unfold the way it's supposed to unfold for you. So it's about patience. It's about surrendering to divine, your own soul, the process that the universe has placed in your life and your destiny. So surrender to the higher self, surrender to divine, surrender to life. Sometimes it's not always about your macho, it's not always about your weight sometimes. So that's what Ganesha has to say about your happiness, my Aries. I hope this has opened your eyes to what truly drives you and what is going to bring you happiness. Alright, thank you so much for being here with me. I hope you've gained something here, and I'll definitely talk to you guys soon. Bye.